So we have a dedicated Office of Career Services, or OCS as we call it. And right from day one, our students are engaged with the OCS. So for example, during the orientation process, all of our students will be told that this is what the OCS does and this is your point of contact. So what the OCS does is effectively, it prepares students from scratch, starting from something as basic as how do you write a CV? How do you write a resume? How do you write a covering letter? How should you behave in a group discussion? What kind of career paths are available for you? How should you approach an interview? What questions could be asked in an interview? Can you help me do a mock interview with you? Right? So that's the preparatory bit. But what the OCS also does, it actively looks out for opportunities for our students, right? And then brings those opportunities onto campus. So we'll have, large corporates visiting our campus on, let's say, on open days, on career days, and so on and so forth, right? Now, however, I would like to point out here, and I'm going to be very blunt and honest about this. If I were to say that we guarantee placement, then we're no longer, then A, I would be lying, and B, then we are no longer a university, we are a placement organization. We don't want to be a placement agency. We are a university. So in other words, we will provide opportunities for students to grab, but it is for the student to grab those opportunities and make the best of them, right? So while we have a dedicated OCS, Office of Career Services, that will take care of, training you to be job ready and to ensure that you get the opportunities to get into internships, it is for you to excel in those internships and perhaps get a call back or a pre-placement offer from the places that you've worked at. Now, obviously, we're a fairly young university and we've had very few people graduating so far, so they're not very senior in their respective jobs. But we have had students get into very well-known organizations, including McKinsey, Google, Amazon. Our law school routinely sends its students to some of the top law firms across the world. We've got students working in London, in Amsterdam, in Germany, in New York, and so on and so forth.